Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am Dr. Susan Stoker, the University Registrar. Welcome to Tarleton's Commencement Ceremony. We are excited to share the celebration with you and your graduating students. This long-awaited day has finally arrived, and the program is about to begin. As the procession is ready to enter, now would be a good time to please silence your cell phones so that everyone can enjoy the ceremony without interruption. The academic attire worn by the participants derives from the traditions of medieval European universities. During tonight's hooding ceremony, you will see the graduates from the different schools have different color hoods. On page 27 in your program, you will see an explanation of each of these colors. You will notice graduates wearing stoles and some wearing cords. The stole represents the Tarleton colors and can be worn by all students. The cords reflect different academic honors and organizations. Among the faculty and administrators, most gowns are black. However, some are in the color of the individual's alma mater. The president's gown is, of course, Tarleton purple. Each of the academic colleges are represented by their respective college's unique academic banner posted by the side of the stage. Making the procession even more colorful today is the presentation of 22 international flags. Each country is represented in Tarleton's student body. President Dottavio and the stage party will enter after the international flags. These distinguished individuals will be seated on the platform behind me and will be introduced during the program. Following the stage party and leading the way is Dr. Don Beach, President-elect of Faculty Senate. He is carrying Tarleton's ceremonial mace, the traditional symbol of the university and its authority. Following him and escorting our faculty, staff, and the August 2015 graduating class are our faculty marshals, Dr. Diane Taylor and Dr. Dwayne Snyder, and our student marshals, Dr. Ann Callahan and Dr. David Cates. At the end of the graduation ceremony, the stage party and the faculty members will process out, followed by the graduates. Please remain seated until all of the graduates have left the auditorium. With appropriate pomp and dignity, the procession will be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Anthony Purcell. Please rise to greet the procession.
afternoon and welcome to the 206th commencement of Tarleton State University. This is a magnificent day for the university as these graduates join the ranks of distinguished Tarleton alumni. To open this ceremony, the colors will be presented by the Texan Battalion Color Guard. The national anthem will be sung by senior performance major Miss Kayla Lincoln, and she will be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble, directed by Dr. Anthony Purcell. Following the national anthem, the invocation will be given by Dr. Laura Boren, our new Vice President for the Division of Student Life. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and I ask all who are able to please stand and remain standing for the posting of the colors, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation.
Post, colors. Ready, post. Ready, move. Preset, arms.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order, arms, about, face, forward, march. Color guard, halt, center, face, right shoulder, arms, forward, march. Left, 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 right. Left, left, left.
Please join me in the invocation. On this commencement day, while we have traveled different paths to reach this milestone, today we are of one mind and one heart in giving thanks for these students and for all they will accomplish. As we reflect all that is past and all that is yet to come, we are mindful of the many people to whom we owe thanks. Families that encouraged education, teachers and mentors who shared their knowledge and experience, friends who provided support and helped make a lifetime of memories. We ask that each graduate reflect on the core values of this university as they use their knowledge and abilities to act with integrity, standing up for what is right, to serve and lead others with compassion, to foster a culture of civility, kindness, and inclusion, to respect and shape traditions of our time, to set a standard of excellence and strive always to reach it. May the gratitude we feel today inspire each of us to bring even greater joy into our lives and the lives of others. Thank you.
Please be seated. Well, congratulations, graduates. This is a glorious day for each of you as we celebrate your achievements. Today, you begin the next chapter of your life armed with a Tarleton diploma and the knowledge and the skills that you have earned and learned in the classroom and beyond. You know, for the first 12 years of your education, summer usually meant no classes, no homework, no early wake-ups to catch that big yellow school bus. Then summer for most of us became a time for those first work experiences. From the extra money maybe mowing a lawn to asking at the grocery store, paper or plastic, or do you want fries with that drink? And then as an undergraduate, your summers often included an internship, work experience, being part of a research project, or possibly traveling to another part of the country, or even to another part of the world. But in grad school, there is no summer break. Most of you have been working part-time or full-time while pursuing your advanced degree. Many of you have had another responsibility, building a family of your own. You have probably spent the summer researching, writing, and probably rewriting again. That probably means that you missed some important things, like the final crime lab case of CSI, or the final minutes of Dr. McDreamy's life on Grey's Anatomy, or maybe even the final American Idol. But one thing has been important. You've kept your eye on this date, and you have satisfied all the requirements for this degree. So today is it. This is your time, your day. You made it. Congratulations to our graduates. Now, there are many in this class that have had a specific direction and a plan in mind for many years. But for some, coming to graduate school has been the realization of a dream that has been long deferred. Lacey Kucharowski knew what her life's work would be when counseling helped her recover from a serious accident. She was determined to help teens through troubled times, just as she was helped after that accident. Lacey was fascinated with the field of psychology as an undergraduate and then entered graduate school to gain the skills necessary to make a difference in the lives of others. Today, Lacey receives a master's in counseling psychology. Travis Hammer of Aledo started his own business more than 25 years ago, providing services to businessmen traveling in other countries. Travis started college in the 50s, when he was in his 50s, and earned a bachelor's degree in computer and information science. Today, he receives a master's degree in information systems to keep up with the changing global environment. We can take inspiration from his commitment and his lifelong learning and managing change. Saneja Puskar of Benbrook hopes to serve the counseling needs of war refugees. His family, you see, immigrated from Bosnia to the United States as war refugees themselves. When they left Bosnia, they left everything behind other than those painful memories of war. And so as a volunteer with Refugee Services of Texas, Sanisha observed that the need for post-traumatic stress counseling was not being met among that group. And so the master's degree in counseling psychology he receives today will help him and others who resettle here because they are rural refugees. So I congratulate and thank each of today's graduates for your contributions, not only to Tarleton, but for the contributions you will be making to society. You have made us a better university through your engagement, your leadership, and your service. As educated men and women, as Tarleton graduates, you are expected to lead in your careers and in your communities. To that end, the core values of this university are important for you to keep in mind and to practice in deed. And to remind you of them, they are tradition, integrity, civility, leadership, excellence, and service. They will guide you and they will ground you in complex, changing, and an often challenging world. Now, as I conclude my time with you as your president, I have to, as you might expect from any president, offer you a few simple pieces of advice as you go forward. One, be compassionate. Be on time, and I especially recommend that for your first job interview. Remember, the name smartphone refers to the device, not the owner. And so be thoughtful how and when it is that you use it. And when we talk about smartphones, I encourage you to take a technology break. Try occasionally to experience the world and nature in all your senses. And here's one that all of you will appreciate, I think. When people sometime get you down, follow the advice of that famous philosopher, Taylor Swift, and shake it off. And my last piece of advice is this. On this day in particular, show gratitude to others because no one gets to this point alone. The support of family, friends, colleagues, classmates, co-workers is a vital part of your success. Many of those here in this audience have helped you to reach this day. This day belongs to all the families and friends in this audience, and we congratulate each of you for the important part that you played in our students reaching this day. And so graduates, I'm going to ask the family and friends to stand here, and I want you to show them just how appreciative you are of how important a role they played in your lives. Family and friends, would you please stand, and graduates, would you thank them? I'm going to tell you, that was pretty tepid. Is that all you care? Is that all you? Would you thank them again, please? And show them your enthusiasm. Thank you. That's more like it. This time I would like to recognize members of the platform group. And would you please stand when introduced? And will you all please hold your applause until all are standing? Dr. Karen Murray, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Life. Harry Batson, Assistant Vice President for Marketing and Communications. Dr. Steve Steed, Interim Dean, College of Business Administration. Dr. James Pierce, Dean, College of Science and Technology. Dr. Jordan Barkley, Dean, College of Education. Dr. David Dreckheimer, Interim Dean, College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Dr. Barry Lambert, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Dean Kelly Styron, Dean, College of Liberal and Fine Arts. Lori Beatty, Assistant Vice President and Controller, Business Services. Dr. Javier Garza, Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Susan Stoker, University Registrar. Dr. Don Beach, Faculty Senate President-elect. Ben Kunze, Staff Council President, and Donna Strohmeyer, Chair of the Commencement Committee. Please join me in recognizing these outstanding Tarleton leaders. But as was explained before the processional, some graduates are wearing colorful cords that represent high achievement and academic honor. Some graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords representing achievement and honor of a different sort. They are our veterans who we recognize today for their service to our nation. It is their sacrifice and that of their families that allows us to freely pursue life, liberty, happiness, and our education. And so I would like to ask all the veterans in this class and any veterans in the audience, if you would please stand so we can thank you for your service to our nation. Veterans, please stand.
Graduates, this ceremony is all about you. It is my honor to introduce the graduating student chosen to represent you as your class speaker. Larry Adams is receiving a master's degree in criminal justice. He has been a police officer and firefighter for the Woodwake Public Safety Department since 1999 and is currently a patrol captain. Before joining law enforcement, Larry was a member of the United States Navy, serving as gunner mate on the USS Dubuque, deployed to Japan. He has traveled much of Southeast Asia and Australia. He has received several awards and commendations during his service. Larry is from Waco, Texas, and obtained an associate degree with honors in criminal justice from McLennan Community College. He earned his bachelor's degree from Tarleton in 2012 and is now receiving his master's. He's married to a Tarleton graduate, and we all hope we see their 3 children as future Tarleton Texans. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Larry McAdams to the podium and join me in thanking him for his service to our country and our communities.
Thank you. President Dottavio, Provost Murray, Tarleton faculty, fellow graduates, family, and friends. I'm extremely honored and humbled to stand before you all today. On behalf of the graduating students at Tarleton State University's College of Graduate Studies, I would first of all like to thank all the parents, spouses, family, and friends that have encouraged and supported all of us here today as we work toward the attainment of our graduate degrees. I would also like to thank all the Tarleton faculty members that have served as professors, mentors, and confidants to each and every one of us. A few weeks ago, I received an email from Dr. Dobbs. I hesitated before opening it because I had just submitted an assignment shortly before. I was certain she was going to tell me that I needed to explore a theory a little further, present more empirical or statistical evidence, add more sources, or elaborate more upon the arguments presented in the paper. Instead, it was an invitation to address our graduating class at this commencement. My second thought was she'd addressed the email to the wrong person. I struggled with what I would say or exactly what I would talk about in this speech. I felt there must be someone I can thank, something I can say on behalf of our class, or just anything to get me through the next 5 minutes. I finally told myself that I would just talk about what brought me here today. Like so many of you, I have countless people to thank for what we have achieved, but there is one person in particular that has driven me to stand where I am today. This person gave me the strength and courage to play Little League sports. He inspired me to do well in school and never settle for average. He instilled a sense of duty and loyalty in me as I served in the U.S. Navy. He encouraged me to be a role model for my children. He provided me with a sense of honor and bravery as I served in the capacity of a police officer and firefighter. Lastly, he provided me with the wisdom and dedication to return to school and complete my degrees. This person lies within all of us. It is self. It is the inner light that Emerson so often supported in his writings. It is the spark of individuality. It is the inner guidance of the human spirit. It is the strength of character and a spiritual understanding of something beyond ourselves. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. I chose this quote because each of us graduating today has his or her own reasoning for acquiring a degree, but we all share a respect for knowledge, for intellect, for education that can contribute to making each of us better citizens, better employees, better leaders, and better team members of society. Using Emerson's words, I would like to take the opportunity to apply those to our purposes today. Behind us are the long hours of reading, writing, and working to make each class successful. Behind us are the time of the grueling hours of sweat, frustration, and time away from family and friends, which made this day, today, possible. Behind us are the fear and worry that we would not finish the race. I, like many of you, thank God those things are behind us. Before us, what now lies before us? We are all now proud recipient of a master's degree. We have climbed more than a few rungs on the proverbial ladder of education, and our road is wide and expansive and full of possibilities. We are all prepared and able to go in any direction we choose. Looking in this room, I can tell this group of professionals will choose to go far. But most importantly is what lies within us. Within each of us is the determination, the motivation, and the desire to make ourselves better. As the individuals improve, so it stands that society will also improve. We are here today because of what each of us has within him or herself, the constant pursuit of knowledge. With this knowledge, our desire is to temper it with the wisdom and experience of our past and what will be a result of our future. I call on each of us here to always count ourselves among the enlightened and to let our actions and decisions reflect that fact. The future does not depend on the educated. Rather, it hinges on the very small percentage of those who use that education and knowledge to benefit the society in which we live, and we will ultimately leave the world a better place for future generations. I want us always to remember, as Emerson said, everything behind and before us is tiny. What is most important, no matter how enlightened or educated, is what lies within us. My hope going forward is that every graduate in this room can affect somebody else's life in some way. We will all be, if not already, leaders and mentors in our chosen professions. Our duty now is to make that profession better for the next generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. You have represented your class well. I know you have a great future ahead of you. Well, at the heart of a Tarleton education is our distinguished faculty. Their scholarly work creates new knowledge that improves the lives of all of us. As teachers and scholars, they define Tarleton's excellence. The faculty have been partners with these graduates as teachers and mentors, challenging and supporting them as they work toward this day. From the technical support staff who kept our computers running, to the grounds crew that keeps the campus beautiful, to the team that organized our 3 commencement activities this weekend, hundreds of staff members have also made Tarleton a home away from home and have helped you to reach this day. And so, like your family and your friends, our faculty and staff members take great pride in your graduation. They have devoted their professional careers to preparing you for success in your careers and in your communities. And so I'd like to ask the representatives of the faculty and the staff who are with us today, if you would please stand so that our graduates and the family and friends here could thank you for the important role that you have played in their lives. And now, graduates, we are to the most important part of the ceremony, the presentation of your degrees. I'd like to welcome to the podium Provost Murray and Dean Lambert to present and recommend the candidates for the master's degrees.
Good afternoon. The degrees to be awarded this afternoon are the Master of Science, the Master of Business Administration, the Master of Education, the Master of Criminal Justice, the Master of Arts, the Master of Music, and the Masters of Science in Nursing. Will all the candidates for the master's degree please rise? Provost Murray, these students are truly experts in their respective fields. In just a few moments, they will join the elite group of the only 8% of the U.S. population who have earned a master's degree. Among these candidates are future leaders and innovators in the fields of education, the sciences, business, the arts, and countless others. They are well prepared to meet the challenges that they will encounter during their careers as they work to make our world a better place tomorrow than it is today. As Dean of the College, I certify that they have met all the requirements prescribed by the faculty and are entitled to the degree as stated on their diploma. It is my pleasure to present them to you.
President Dottavio, these students are candidates for the master's degree as prescribed by the faculty of Tarleton State University and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University System. As Chief Academic Officer, I present them to you with both personal pleasure and Tarleton pride.
Graduates, by the authority vested in me as president of Tarleton State University, I confer the master's degree upon those of you who have successfully met all requirements associated with those degrees. You now hold all honors, rights, and privileges belonging thereto. I charge you as educated men and women of the world to use your education in the service of others. Congratulations, graduates.